a lot of people are excited, happy, you could even say hopeful that Bethesda is finally gonna be making a Fallout game, and Obsidian is currently doing the same. And on this channel, we obviously call them tourists. Absolute tourists. Anyone who thinks that Obsidian or Bethesda is gonna make a good Fallout has not been paying attention to what's happening in the last couple of years. Anyone who even thinks that they can make a game at this point is sadly hugely mistaken. Bethesda plus Obsidian combining forces would not even be able to copy fucking Pong in the most basic of circumstances, let alone make one from scratch. They would still somehow ruin it. And here we are, and people are being like, oh, I hope the new Fallout is really good. This is What part of exactly exciting do you think the studio that made Avowed and the Outer Worlds 2 is? Because I don't think it is. Do you think Bethesda, the company that made Starfield, is suddenly gonna come out and just completely break it down with Fallout 5? Are we insane? Are we just choosing to live outside of the realm of reality, or what are we doing here?
Alright, it is finally official. Fallout 3 and New Vegas remasters have been confirmed directly from Bethesda. The Obsidian collaboration is real and also confirmed. There is no question this was Asha Sharma's decision, and Todd can't be thrilled about it. You know, I do wonder how that went. Good morning, hope everyone's ready for their big day today. Asha's here, quiet. Hi Asha. Didn't see you there. Yeah, I've been working all day on that tweet you wanted me to type up. Fabulous, Todd. Let me take a quick peek first. Sure thing, Asha. Here you go. Just keep in mind that it's in pre-production right now. Oh no, this simply won't do, Todd. The idea moving forward is going to be transparency with our projects, Todd. But Asha, we like to build anticipation naturally over.
By the way, the meme that Asha Sharma is actually responsible for all these decisions has also went too far, because she ain't. She just flat out is not responsible for the decision-making processes here. She has been here for 6 months. Well, surely she has put in her opinions a little bit somewhere here or there. But in general, it's Microsoft. It's still someone who oversees, probably the board director who oversees the Xbox part of Microsoft, who has already decided all of this. She's just the figurehead.
Long periods of time. We think it's okay for people to miss things. Like, have you seen Rockstar? Todd, cut the shit. This studio has more leaks than could ever be plugged. Everyone knows about the remasters. The Obsidian collaboration was leaked almost immediately, Todd. Tell them. Now, have I seen Rockstar, he says. Rockstar never made a Starfield, that's for sure. And so it was posted. A note from Bethesda Game Studios. Now, I think it's important to mention that this wasn't just a note from Bethesda. According to Asha's tweet, this was a note directly from Todd Howard. So let's start with this one real quick. Asha tweeted, Todd Howard, not Bethesda.
Again, you cannot convince me that Todd Howard is still in the company making even a single decision, by the way, at this point. That's no way. She literally says, oh, this is from Todd Howard. Hee hee ha ha. Yeah, still, you know when was the last time someone claimed that a tweet was from someone? Blizzard and Bobby Kotick. Yeah, if you don't remember that. Man, I miss Bobby. He was a good one.
Bethesda just shared plans for the Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and Starfield franchises. These worlds have earned a special place within hundreds of millions of people over many years. I'm looking forward to what's next, including the partnership with Obsidian on a new Fallout game, and a closer collaboration with ZeniMax Online Studios on the Elder Scrolls. The achievement of these franchises are remarkable.
Yo, wait a minute. I did not know. Wait. Wait, the next Elder Scrolls is 100% full-blown gay and trans in that case. Again, I bring this up all the time and people seem to ignore me. But the Elder Scrolls Online, considering no one plays it, they have canonically made every single god in the universe trans, gay, or bi. Most of the new storylines involve gay couples. Like, ZeniMax Online is like one of the wokest things ever. They just thought they do everything with a tint of that, and not even a tint, a full fucking paint job, honestly, of that. So this, oh boy. Now again, I did not expect a lot from the next Elder Scrolls game, not at all. But if ZeniMax is now involved in this, holy shit, boys, is this bad?
Elder Scrolls V Skyrim has crossed 65 million units sold, becoming one of the 10 best-selling games of all time. Fallout 4 has also crossed 35 million units sold, joining the top 25. And Starfield will soon reach over 1 billion hours played. That is actually hilarious that she goes over the sales
Wait, that's real?
for Skyrim and Fallout 4, but not for Starfield. Now, more to the point, let's get into Bethesda's tweet, because there is a lot to talk about here. They start by saying, "We love making these worlds as much as you love playing in them," which is a funny thing to say considering you haven't actually made any worlds in a while. They say, "Today we want to share what's next for Bethesda Game Studios and what you can expect from us in the years ahead. For 40 years, we've built games that have entertained almost 500 million players. More than just games, these are worlds. Worlds for you to
Oh no, my chat is completely effed at this point. It's just constantly going down. Uh-oh.
explore, shape, and make your own. Worlds we return to together." I do have something to say about this. Bethesda started thinking this way after Skyrim. Before Skyrim, Bethesda built games, and after Skyrim, Bethesda built worlds. They, for some reason, thought we wanted to live in their worlds and not just play great games, which is where we get all of the Fallout 4 nonsense that doesn't feel like a real game, it feels like a simulation. I actually kind of hate this outlook that they have on building worlds and not games. They went on to say, "That's what's driving us forward. We're investing more deeply in the worlds players love, giving creators a bigger role in shaping their experiences, and bringing our games closer together so we can get our games into your hands sooner, support them longer, and continue building them alongside you for decades to come." So you gotta give credit where credit is due. Bethesda definitely sticks with their games even if we don't like them. And of course, they famously release their dev tools for their games so that people can build them alongside them, like they say, or fix them for them, whatever. The next section is Starfield continues, and
Fix them is sadly the right call here.
we'll just skip that. Who fucking cares? They went on to say, "Created by players. We've believed from the beginning that our worlds belong not only to the people who make them, but also to the people who play them. That's why we've long provided players with the tools to create their own experiences, dating back to the Morrowind construction set.
All of this is just pretending and trying to ease people into microtransaction creations, and that's pretty much it.
This year marked another major milestone for creations, with its expansion to Fallout 4 joining Skyrim and Starfield. We're proud to say creators have already earned more than $10 million in royalties from their work." And I think that's awesome. I've let my opinion on creations be known in the past. I think a lot of them are kind of overpriced for what you get, but it's kind of a great accomplishment that they've done here. I mean, it's a
Oh, not overpriced. They're garbage. The typical creation for money is pure unadulterated fucking slop. Everyone's hailing the Bard College and whatnot. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage.
system that just kind of works. Console players wanted the ability to use mods. Bethesda had a bunch of people willing to make mods for them, and they created a system where the people making the mods can get paid and the people buying the mods have, choice to buy what they want. And then they brought up the future of Fallout, and this is obviously the section I cared most about. They said, "Fallout is one of our biggest priorities today. Fallout 5 remains our long-range destination, and we have multiple Fallout projects in active development right now." Obviously, nothing new here. Everybody knows that Fallout 5 has been in pre-production. Todd said this, I think, 3 years ago now, maybe even 4. And it's not the first time we've heard multiple Fallout projects in development. They go on to talk about 76, saying Fallout 7.
Yeah, we have heard about this already like a couple of times in the past year at least. It's though really questionable how true this is, I guess.
76 continues to be home to millions of players exploring Appalachia together. I doubt it. I don't think there's millions of people still playing the game. With nearly 70 free updates released to date, and tons of Atom Shop slop along the way, the journey is far from over.
The 73 updates are like only a couple of them are actual game updates. Everything is Everything else, and ironically, is Adam Shop's slop.
In fact, we have a major Fallout 76 expansion planned for next year, Raven Rock, a prequel story to Fallout 3. And I gotta stop there. It's no secret that I have played quite a bit of Fallout 76 at this point. I am a Fallout fan, and a long time ago, I decided if that's all I'm gonna get, then I'm gonna deal with it. Now, I don't play it anymore because there's just nothing to do, but you can certainly get me interested with the prequel story to Fallout 3. Now, it's clearly going to have something to do with the Enclave because of Raven Rock, and I should point out this isn't the first time they've included Fallout 3 material within the 76. Obviously, we have the Pit, which was pretty awful, and this is going to have to be one that they prove to us is good, because I just don't have much faith in it being a 76 project. It's just, But they went on to say Fallout 4, the most award-winning game in the franchise, just celebrated its 10-year anniversary and recently passed over 35 million copies sold, continuing to attract a new audience every year. We also know many players want to revisit previous Fallout experiences. While we're not announcing any dates today, we have been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, no shit. Todd, we have known about the Fallout 3 remaster since 2020. That was 6 years ago. It is not some secret. And the New Vegas remaster was also pretty obvious. I mean, the Fallout show went to New Vegas. It also just wouldn't make sense if you remastered 3 and not New Vegas. But of course, it is good to have official confirmation, at least.
It would make perfect sense because Todd never wants that to happen, but hey.
Now we just have to wonder when. They go on to talk about Fallout Shelter, saying it continues to be the most popular way to experience Fallout on the go, with more than 250 million players. There's more ahead for Fallout Shelter, including new seasons, and
Fallout Shelter was unexpectedly successful.
unscripted Fallout Shelter television project is also in the works with our partners at Amazon Studios and Kilter Films. I have no idea what this will look like. I remember some sort of leak about this a while ago. They also mentioned that production on season 3 is already on the way, but I don't care about TV. Just move on. They went on to say, and while we won't host a traditional Fallout Day broadcast this year, we're already planning something special for Fallout's 30th anniversary in 2027, when Fallout Day will be celebrated live in Washington, D.C. And sadly, it looks like this might be around at least when we get the Fallout 3 remaster. I don't know how it's going to take them until October of 2027 to get that out when it was leaked in 2020. 7 years to get a remaster out the door? Fucking crazy.
Well, that honestly is light speed for Bethesda. Let's not kid ourselves. They're incompetent. Also, when are we gonna have real news about the Elder Scrolls 6 at this point?
That does seem like the best guess. I mean, they're already making a big deal about the 2027 Fallout Day. They're skipping it this year for some reason, and that's just baffling to me. So they go on to say studio collaboration. The Wasteland continues to expand as we team up once again with our longtime friends at Obsidian Entertainment. Longtime friends, huh? We're happy to confirm they're working with us on a new Fallout project. We'll have more to share in the future. You can tell that this
I hope Bethesda made a PowerPoint presentation about how they're a longtime friends. That would have been awesome.
was really forced out of them. We're happy to no, you're not. I also love how they say that Obsidian is working on a new Fallout project with us. Todd's like, no, it's still our project. They're working with us on our project. I cannot wait to see how they spin this shit in the future. They go on to say, we're also bringing our teams closer together across Bethesda. ZeniMax Online Studios will partner closely with Bethesda Game Studios on the Elder Scrolls franchise, while continuing to deliver incredible new experiences for ESO. Season 1 Return of the Thieves Guild recently launched, and the team has more planned for the future. By aligning more directly across the franchise, we can create even better experiences for players. So this is Bethesda code for, we actually have no idea how to complete the Elder Scrolls 6, and we desperately need these people to help us. They also said bringing our teams closer together is helping us
Oh, Jesus, that is some really bad news.
build a stronger foundation for everything we create, blah, 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 blah. The Elder Scrolls and beyond. That foundation extends beyond our teams to the technology, tools, and systems that will power the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. Our teams are now developing the Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 on Creation Engine 3, a shared technology platform we've been building since Starfield's launch. It allows our teams to support multiple projects simultaneously with new tools, rendering, and systems that define our games. So how does Creation Engine 3 allow you to support multiple projects simultaneously? Did Creation Engine 3 magically make it so you knew how to delegate now? I don't think Creation Engine 3 is the reason why you're able to develop these games together. I'm pretty sure it's Asha Sharma. They went on to say Fallout 5 is currently in pre-production, and The Elder Scrolls 6 is our primary development focus today, with the majority of our team currently working on the next chapter of the franchise. With over 65 million copies sold, players are still exploring Skyrim 15 years later, but we know it's been a very long wait for the sequel. Do ya? The next chapter is on the way. We're where we plan to be, loving how it looks, and playing it every day. You're where you plan to be? This is where you plan to be. When was this plan created? Was it created after
Corporations lie. Who would have expected? Who would have expected that? Not serious. Their situation is bad, boys. It's fucking horrible.
Skyrim? Did you plan for 15 years later you'd still be working on the Elder Scrolls 6? That was part of your fucking plan? I could not be happier that Asha Sharma took over Xbox at this point, because I think she has different plans.
Dude, people are gonna be so disappointed because people are currently just happy about the fact that something's happening. People have not accepted yet that all that this is happening is gonna be bad. Xbox is still the completely woke shit tier company that it was before all this happened. Now they're just saying more stuff is happening, which I guess is very, very exciting for people considering Xbox has not had games in decades. So there we go.
For Bethesda's future. They finished by saying the road ahead. Across Bethesda Game Studios, we're building the future of Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, and Starfield. We're investing in our technology, bringing teams closer together, supporting our live games, expanding into new forms of entertainment, and developing the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. I love how they say Bethesda RPGs and not RPGs. They know that that wouldn't go over well. They said we couldn't be more excited for what's ahead and wanted to share as much as we could today. You didn't want to do this. We can't thank you enough for all you've given to us in these worlds, and we can't wait to continue them together. Bethesda Game Studios. And I saw this meme that perfectly explained the fan reaction to this post.
Hey, finally!
That's what we've been waiting for!
They seem to like it when I put this patty on the grill. I may be able to save this act yet. Roll with it, SpongeBob. Roll with it.
For so
Garbage.
long, all people have really wanted is confirmation on the things that they like being worked on. And that was too much for Bethesda to provide. Over 8 years ago, they announced The Elder Scrolls 6. And all this time later, the screenshot they shared for The Elder Scrolls 6 is the same fucking screenshot. That is kind of fucking worrying, I'm not gonna lie. Like, do you have nothing else to show? You couldn't take a screenshot from somewhere else? It had to be the exact same thing? That does not give me confidence in this game or your company in general. I and many others appreciate the little bit of transparency we got here. And I say little bit because all they did was confirm stuff we already knew. There is nothing really new in this. They confirmed a bunch of leaks. That's pretty much it. We still have to see what the execution on any of this looks like. And I'm gonna...
Yeah, and the execution part is where we all get obliterated, obviously. Again! Xbox fires a bunch of woke idiots. They rehired the same woke idiots. Bethesda didn't even get fired. Most people at Bethesda are still there. Obsidian, though, got respect pretty heavily with their lead artist getting fired, which was a good thing because, I mean, that person was a complete idiot on every level. But still, there's no future in this. I mean, there's gonna be a lot to talk about, that's for sure. People are still extremely excited. Everyone's still talking about it. For a moment, this has honestly eclipsed GTA 6 even to a degree. But still. Anyway, that was drawn out 10 out of 10. Have a nice day. Bye!